In Vietnam, I was with the 5th Special Forces. We had units all up and down the Cambodian-Laotian border. We did penetrations into Cambodia and Laos. One of the camps I was at was called Dak Pek. There were no roads into it. It was a mountain yard village. And so all of our supplies had to come in by helicopter, which was the Huey. That was just the standard. At the same time, we used the Huey to insert us behind cross-border operations and to both insert us in and extract us out. Some of the funniest times with it was we would train on things that I never used, but they would teach us to do things like put a web belt on a harness, and they would have cables coming down from the Huey that we would attach and suspend ourselves about 25 or 50 feet below the Huey, and he would take us off, which was a practice for getting us out of forest areas where they couldn't land. So I can tell you, the higher you go, the thinner that cable got. But that was some of the ways we used that on both extraction and insertions. I made friendships that lasted my entire lifetime and still do. In fact, I still have a close relationship with a friend in Florida that was with my unit in Vietnam. Went through OCS together and went through Special Forces School together. So to kill the boredom from the camps that we used to have, we would tune Jeeps and have Hueys come in and pick the Jeeps up, take them to another camp, and use the runway at their camp as a drag strip. And we would put bets on them and drag race them with their Jeep. So it was an activity we did. When you go into the military, it's a big step. And it really develops the person. And it's not where people at one time, and even in my joining age in the 60s, people thought you only went in the military if you were too stupid to do anything else. And that's just not true. People don't realize the educational values in the military that you can get your college degrees in the military. You can get all your professional training in the military paid by the military. And that these students that get out today don't realize they don't have to go to these schools and come out with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt. If they went in the military would pay for that, and they would get actual training. So when they do desire to get out, and most people do, that they've got a skill they can go out and automatically market and also have a college degree. So that's what I wish people knew, that it's a profession, just like any other. And it's a standard. It's a living standard. Well, we also used to parachute out of the Hueys so we could keep our jump pay. Which I never understood why you would parachute out of a Huey when you could just land. But we did it so we could keep our jump pay.